Anomaly Archives, case file number 003. Designation: the ghost train of the Zagano line. Location: Zagano Scenic Railway, Kyoto, Japan. Date of principal incident: January 7th, 2005. Status: subject missing, presumed lost. Case remains open. Case file number 3. Our subject is Yuki Tanaka, a young tourist from Tokyo with a keen interest in urban legends and paranormal phenomena. In January of 2005, Mr. Tanaka disappeared while attempting to document a local ghost story associated with the Zagano Scenic Railway in Kyoto, Japan. The following audio recordings were retrieved from a digital voice recorder found in a locker at Arashiyama Station several weeks after his disappearance. These files appear to be the last record of his activities. What you are about to hear are those files, presented in chronological order. File 001, January 6, 2005. Evening. Audio log, January 6, evening. I've just arrived in Kyoto. The city is beautiful, even at night. The temples are illuminated, casting these incredible shadows. But I'm not here for the usual tourist spots. I'm on a mission. A ghost hunt, you could say. I've been researching local urban legends, and one in particular caught my attention. The ghost train of the Sagano line. They say that sometimes very late at night after the last scheduled train, an extra train appears. A phantom service carrying the spirits of those who died alone or with unfinished business. Some say it's heading to the Sanzu River, the Japanese equivalent of the river Styx. Tomorrow night, I'm going to Arashiyama Station. The legend says the ghost train is most likely to appear around midnight. I know it's probably just a story, a bit of folklore to spook tourists. But what if it's not? I've brought my digital recorder, my camera, and a healthy dose of skepticism, mixed with a little bit of hope that I might actually witness something extraordinary. Wish me luck. Tanaka, out for now. File 002, January 7th, 2005. Late night. Sound of quiet, almost silence, with the occasional rustle of fabric and Yuki's soft breathing. Distant sounds of the night in a rural area. Yuki, audio log, January 7th. It's late, almost midnight. I am at Arashiyama Station. It's eerie. The station is completely deserted. The ticket gates are closed, the lights are dimmed, there's a strange stillness in the air, like everything is holding its breath. I'm sitting on one of the benches on the platform. The tracks stretch out into the darkness, disappearing into the bamboo forest. It's actually quite beautiful, in a melancholic way. The moon is hidden behind the clouds, making the shadows long and distorted. I've been here for about an hour, and of course, there's been no sign of any ghost train. Just the regular sounds of the night, the wind whispering through the trees, the occasional hoot of an owl. Part of me is starting to think this is a fool's errand. Just a silly story that got out of hand, but there's also this feeling, a prickling on the back of my neck, like I'm being watched. The air feels colder than it should be for a January night. I'm going to keep recording for another hour. Just in case. You never know. A long period of silence, broken only by the faint sounds of the night. File 003, January 7th, 2005. Very late night. A sudden, distinct sound of a train approaching. The rumble of wheels on tracks, the clanging of metal. It's not the usual sound of a modern train. It has a heavier, almost archaic quality. Yuki, his voice is now a hushed whisper, filled with a mixture of shock and excitement. Oh my God, I hear it. there's no scheduled service at this time. It's coming from the north, from the direction of the tunnel. The sound of the train gets closer, louder. It's a slow, deliberate chugging. It's an older train. The sound is different, more weighty. The lights of the train are just visible now, rounding the bend. They're faint, almost like candlelight behind the windows. The train pulls into the station. The brakes hiss softly. There's a heavy, metallic creak as it comes to a complete stop directly in front of Yuki. It's here. It's actually here. The train is empty, completely empty. The windows are dark, but I can see the faint outlines of the seats inside. The paint on the carriages looks old, faded. There's a strange, almost sweet smell in the air, like decaying flowers. The doors are opening. They slide open slowly, with a long, drawn-out hiss of air. There's no conductor, no one waiting on the platform. Just me and this ghost train. Yuki takes a deep, shaky breath. I have to go inside. I have to see. This is it. This is the legend. Sound of his footsteps as he steps onto the train. The doors slide shut behind him with a soft thud and a final hiss. File 004, January 7th, 2005. Inside the train. The sounds are different now. The rhythmic clack of the train wheels on the tracks has started, but it's uneven and slow. There's a low, almost imperceptible hum in the background. The air sounds still and heavy. Yuki hushed. I'm inside. The train, it's moving, slowly. We've left the station. The interior is strange. The seats are upholstered in a faded velvet, worn and dusty. There are old-fashioned luggage racks overhead, some with what look like forgotten bags and bundles. The lighting is dim, a sickly yellow glow that comes from old flickering bulbs in the ceiling. It's freezing in here. The heating is definitely not working, and the silence, it's oppressive. I can't hear the wind outside, no sounds from the tracks, just this faint hum and the irregular clatter of the wheels. I'm walking through the carriages. They're all the same, rows and rows of empty seats. It feels like a museum piece, frozen in time. Who were the people who rode this train? Where were they going? He stops. Wait, I see something. On one of the seats, a single worn leather glove, like someone just left it behind, and on the window next to it, there's a faint smudge, like a handprint. He walks again, his footsteps echoing slightly in the empty carriage. There are more things, a half-read book on a table, a pair of spectacles lying on a seat, a child's wooden toy dropped on the floor. It's like the passengers just vanished, leaving their belongings behind. But where did they go? File 005, January 7th, 2005. Further inside the train. The clacking of the wheels continues, a monotonous rhythm. The humming is slightly more noticeable. There's a new sound now, a faint, rhythmic sighing or whispering that seems to come from the walls of the carriage. Yuki, unsettled. This is getting unsettling. I've gone through several more carriages, all empty, all filled with these ghostly remnants of past journeys. The air is getting colder, and that whispering sound, it's getting louder. I can't quite make out what it's saying. It's like a chorus of hushed voices just below the threshold of hearing. I tried the doors to the other carriages. They're all locked, and the doors to the outside, they don't seem to open either. I'm trapped on this train. Where is this train going? There are no announcements, no lights outside the windows anymore. It's pitch black. We must be deep in the bamboo forest now. I need to find someone. There has to be a conductor, an engineer, someone in control of this train. He starts to run, his footsteps echoing rapidly through the carriages. The whispering sound seems to intensify, swirling around him. "Hello, is anyone there?" Only the whispering answers him. 006, January 7th, 2005. Deeper into the train. The soundscape has changed. The clacking of the wheels is erratic, sometimes speeding up, sometimes slowing down abruptly. The humming is now a low, resonant drone. The whispering has evolved into something more discernible. Faint, mournful sighs and fragmented words in Japanese. Yuki, strained. I heard it. I finally heard it. Through the whispering, a word, just one word. Okasan, mother, and then another, Goming. Sorry, these aren't just random sounds. These are voices, the voices of the passengers, the ones who never reach their destination. I tried banging on the windows, but no one can see me out here in the dark. I tried using my phone, but there's no signal. I'm completely cut off. Then the lights flickered. They went out for a moment, plunging me into absolute darkness, and then came back on, dimmer than before. And when they did, I saw something. In the reflection of the window, a fleeting glimpse, a face, pale, gaunt, with empty eyes staring straight ahead. It was only there for a second and then it was gone. But I know what I saw. I'm not alone on this train. I have to keep moving. I have to find the front of the train. Maybe there's a way to stop it. He starts walking again, his steps slow and hesitant. The mournful whispers surround him, weaving in and out of the train's unsettling rhythm. File 007, January 7th, 2005. The front of the train. The sounds are now dominated by a loud, rhythmic hissing and the straining of metal. The train is moving faster now, swaying violently. The whispering has become a chorus of soft, sorrowful murmurs. Yuki, weakly. I think I reached the front, but there's no engine. Just this. He describes his surroundings, his voice trembling. It's a small compartment filled with pipes and valves. There's a strange, ethereal glow coming from the instruments. There's no one here, no controls that I recognize. It's like the train is moving on its own, powered by something unseen. The whispers are all around me now. I can almost understand them. They're talking about loss, regret, unfinished lives. They're all so sad. A new sound emerges, a faint ethereal humming that seems to vibrate through the very structure of the train. It's different from the earlier drone. This has a melodic quality, haunting and beautiful. Surprised. Wait, do you hear that? Thoughtful, a melody. It's beautiful, sad but beautiful. It's like the train itself is singing. The humming grows louder, more insistent. The whispering fades slightly beneath it. It feels welcoming, like it's trying to tell me something. File 008, January 7, 2005. The sum of the train. The dominant sound is now the ethereal humming, which has indeed formed into a haunting, melancholic melody. The clacking of the wheels has become smoother, more rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat. The sorrowful whispers are still present, but they are softer, blending into the musical backdrop. Yuki, softly. The song. It's clearer now. Thoughtful. It's a lament. A song of farewell. It feels like the train is nearing its destination. The lights in this compartment are glowing brighter. The air feels lighter. The fear is fading. replaced by a strange sense of peace. I see something outside the window now, a faint light in the distance. It's growing brighter as we move towards it. I think I understand now. This train, it's not just carrying the lost, it's guiding them home, to their final rest. And maybe it's here for me too. The melody is so beautiful. I feel drawn to it, like it's calling my name. The humming swells, becoming almost deafeningly beautiful. The soft whispers seem to coalesce into a single gentle voice. Faint, ethereal voice, possibly layered with Yuki's own voice. Welcome. File 009, January 7th, 2005. Final recording. Only the faint, continuous sound of the train wheels on the track can be heard. The rhythmic clack is steady and even. There is no humming, no whispering, no music, just the gentle sound of a train in motion. After a long period of silence, a faint, almost imperceptible sound, like a door gently closing, can be heard. Then, only the rhythmic clack of the train wheels fades slowly into absolute silence. The digital recorder clicks off. Sound of the reel-to-reel machine stopping. The archivist's voice returns with a note of sadness. That was the final audio file recovered from Yuki Tanaka's recorder. He was never seen again. Despite extensive searches of the Sagano Scenic Railway line, no trace of him was ever found. The authorities concluded that he likely wandered off the path and met with an accident in the dense bamboo forest. But the recordings tell a different story. They speak of a train that exists outside of the scheduled services, a train that travels through the darkness, carrying the echoes of lost souls. And they suggest that perhaps, on that cold January night, Yuki Tanaka found his final destination, aboard the ghost train of the Sagano line. End of case file number 003.
Thanks for watching to the end. We've got plenty more exciting videos coming your way, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out.